Yo, what's up guys? So today we're going to be showcasing off a crazy mix-up of a deck. We're going to be mixing in Warriors and Dragons. So I'm going to call it Dragon Warriors with 7 Negates is what you're going to be able to pull off. Plus, I also need to mention this really quick. Neospatial Aqua Dolphin will be able to get rid of an opponent's card out of their hand potentially. Mostly it's like the hand traps that you get rid of. But being able to see that, adding that information, plus 7 Negates, it's a GG for most people anyways. You just go ahead and play accordingly to what they have in their hand, and well, you just negate every single thing that they do. So we're mixing in again 2 really powerful engines. We're mixing in the Warrior engine with the Dragon engine. So you saw the Warrior engine, which basically comes down to Soul, getting the extra cards out, and then going into Link Cross and Halki Firebrax, which is kind of bread and butter for most Yu-Gi-Oh decks in general, which is just a card that really maybe should have got on that ban list. Maybe next time Halki Firebrax will be in there. Link Cross, we just got it recently here in the TCG when we just got the ban list. So I understand not hitting that card. But now we're going to go ahead and see the Dragon engine being utilized over here. And it's going to be very powerful with, of course, the ability with Romulus to go ahead and add Ravine, basically adding Foolish Burial for some of the dragons over here. Really good effect to send that dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. We're going to go and see the Red Ice Darkness Metal Dragon and then bring him back the Black Metal Dragon, which is going to go ahead and end up making a board with Appaloosa. And you might be thinking, oh wait, hold on, there's only 2 Negates. Don't worry, it'll get up even higher over here. We're going to also see the double-edged sword equipped, which is going to go ahead and increase the attack of Appaloosa. And then we also happen to have Savage Dragon. At this point, it doesn't really matter because we've got a negate with this, we got a negate with this, we got a negate with this, and we got multiple negates with Appaloosa. Plus, there's something else that I want to mention. Obviously, you happen to have lots of extra free cards with this, but on top of that, we have a follow-up play with X-Paladin. This is just another one of those, it's basically one card going into the Sold combo, which is nothing that we haven't covered before, but there's also another card, Perform Popper Up, to even add more to this deck. So even though the opponent didn't exist, because, well, more than likely someone will be quitting anyways, you also have access to more consistency with this. Plus, you can look at your opponent's entire hand, get rid of a card, and then on top of that, have 7 negates. Like, that is just absolutely crazy in this deck, and it all really stems off with, of course, a Soul. Maybe a Soul needs to get hit off that list, as Warriors are still very powerful. Any of the Flame Noble Warriors is what I'd basically be calling it. But, you know, stop being bad. You made something really cool, and I have to share it with you guys. So this one is going to be a little bit short. I mean, do I really need to show off more duels with this? Because, again, it's just going to be one of those negate everythings. We also have to have stuff to stop our opponent from going off turn 1 with, of course, our Cyframe Gear Gamma. Excellent card. But if you want to go ahead and play other things, you can feel free to go ahead and do that instead to maybe deal with turn 1 boards as well. But anyways, here's what we got for the deck over here. So we got Young Dark Magician, and of course this is for making the most powerful boss monster that every deck makes, is the Dragon of Red Eyes over here. And then of course we have Cyframe Driver, we got Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, we've got Galactic Spiral Dragon. This is the card that, of course, you Foolish, and then you get to bring it back, and that's how you're going to be able to go into Titanic Galaxy, which will be able to negate a spell, and then you go ahead and attach it over here. And then Malefic Red Eyes B Dragon as a searchable card, and then we have the Quantum Layer. This is just another extender for most of these Soul decks. And then we have 3 copies the new Space Connector and 3 copies of the Sublime Knight X-Paladin. This is just 1 card of Soul combos, and then of course Aqua Dolphin to rip a card out of your opponent's hand. Then we got 3 copies of Gamma, 2 copies of Genba, then we got Plug Spreader, Black Metal Dragon, the Squeak Knight that Sublime Knight will go ahead and bring out, or Sublimation Knight as it's called in TCG. And then we've got the Flame Noble Renaud over here, and then of course Red Eyes Fusion, 3 copies of Popper Up. Again, this is consistency with the new ban list. Obviously Feather Duster is a go-to for most people. Then we've got 3 tactical talents, or triple tactical talents over here to help you. If one of your plays gets disrupted, since you are running 2 engines, you could definitely go ahead and go into more of your plays as well over here. So I think that is quite great, especially if you're going first and your opponent maybe tries to hand trap you, as Called by the Grave did get hit. But you could definitely play Called by the Grave. This card can, again, help those decks. And I actually need to work on my replacement card video, but a good replacement for Called by the Grave for some people is just triple tactical talents, because it just goes ahead and lets you continue your engine, or maybe snatch through your opponent's card and then combo, and then they're down an extra monster. And I really think this card is going to be quite powerful going into later in this format. But next up, we have, of course, Reinforcement of the Army, as any warrior deck would have. Then we have Heritage, just to let you go ahead and add another one. And then we got Phoenix Blade, and then 3 copies of Durandal. So this is just another, like, add another card. It's usually just going ahead and adding the extended Renaud over here. And then we got the Double-Edged Sword. So this goes ahead and lets you have that bonus attack on your Pelusa, or technically anything else. Just increases the attack, so potentially you can get over some problematic cards. And then we also have a Ravine. For the extra deck, we've got the Dragon of Red Ice, Borrowed Savage, Tatsunoko. We've got the Martial Metal Marcher, and then 38 Pelusa. We've got the Draco Masters of the Tenyi, and then we got Isolde, Halki Fibrax, Romulus. We've got Reproducus, we've got Beret Anaconda, Pisty, Elpie, and of course Link Cross to round it off for our monsters. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the deck profile, as well as like the introduction to the deck. I think this deck is pretty cool. It reminds me back in the Dueling Network days where I would just take 2 different like archetypes or engines and throw them together, and it was really fun to go ahead and mess around with some of these. But this actually looks pretty consistent. I haven't tried out most of the other combos, but I definitely think that like anything with just a soul going into something is going to be very powerful, as this card I think might be on the next chopping block for the ban list, as well as this card. But you guys can let me know what you think of Isolde and Halki Fibrax being banned potentially on the next ban list down below in the comment section below. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it, and if you're new to the channel here, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss out on more cool Yu-Gi-Oh decks like this one over here. And if you guys want to send me in other replays like Stop Being Bad, shout outs to you. Thank you so much for sending this in. Feel free to send it into AzneyesReplays@gmail.com, attach the YRPX file, as they are called now, or just send me a DM via the Discord. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. And I'm out. Peace.